Hello, welcome to an encounter with the Provincial Superior of the Province of West Africa. I am Brother Mianwi Valentine from the Communications Commission. The Provincial Superior recently turned 25 in religious life as a Marist brother. It has been over 365 days since the transition from the District of West Africa to the Marist Province of West Africa. We are at the end of the canonical year 2021-2022 and yet to begin 2022-2023. To discuss how things have been, I have a special guest with me, Brother Cyprian Gandeebo. Brother, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Brother, it's my pleasure having you once again. So, to begin, who is Brother Cyprian?
Brother Cyprian is my name, and I'm from Ghana. And I have been a brother for the past 25 years. And currently, I'm the provincial for the Marist Province of West Africa. For the past 1 year, I have been provincial.
You just mentioned you have been a brother for the last 25 years. We would like to know from you what has actually kept you moving for the last 25 years?
Well, in life, for me, the brothers that I live with, when I see the smiles in their faces, when I see them collaborating and supporting one another and supporting myself, it gives me joy and encourages me in the life as a brother.
These are some of the happy moments that you have experienced as a Marist brother. Are there some challenges you can identify and share with us?
Yeah, there are challenges in life. You cannot live life without challenges. And so, one of the greatest challenges I often encounter is when brothers fail to communicate with each other, and they seem not to want to sit down and talk among themselves. So sometimes it's worrying. It worries me a bit.
You transitioned this office as the leader of this province from the Marist district of West Africa to now the province of West Africa. You've been in the office for the last 1 year. What are some of your thoughts, the thoughts you have about Marist religious life in Africa?
Religious life in Africa is, well, things are okay. Things are moving well. But in general, you find that, especially in our congregation, you find few people trying to join the life. And it's due probably in part to the challenges of secularism, challenges of modernization, and life in general that makes people maybe a bit reluctant to join religious life. But I still have hope that there is hope for religious life in Africa.
Thank you. Hope is what keeps us moving. Again, being in this office, having led the office for the last 1 year, what are your general impressions?
My impressions about what we have started is, especially during our chapter to begin the province, we made some recommendations, which we call the calls or priorities that we needed to put in place to help us to journey as a province. And I see the brothers, they are very enthusiastic, they are very supportive, they are very collaborative in trying to implement those calls, those priorities.
These priorities you mentioned, you have communion, you have mission, vocation, and financial sustainability. Having led the brothers for this length of time, what are some of the observations you have made in relation to the implementation of these calls?
The observations before then, I see that for these things to happen, we try to put certain things in place. First of all, we organize the brothers into commissions and teams, and we encourage them to try to implement these things in the communities. Apart from that, we try to encourage the brothers when they are drawing up their community life plans that they take these things into consideration and look for practical means of putting them into practice. Apart from that, the third way is the provincial, as he goes around to meet the brothers, he encourages them in community, dialoguing with them and encouraging them to make sure that these things are implemented, that they are not just put on paper.
Okay, thank you very much. Your role in trying to help the brothers live out the chapter priorities, the chapter calls. When you took over as the leader of this province, what was your long-term vision for the province, and what are the different ways you are trying to ensure that this vision is achieved?
If you recall, during the chapter, my vision was to have a sustainable province in which the brothers and the lay people who are working with us together will collaborate to bring this about. And as I said, it tied with the priorities that came about. And so that's why we are encouraging the brothers to implement those calls, those priorities, so that it will help achieve the vision that I had.
Once again, the chapter calls are communion, mission, vocation, and financial sustainability. So, if brothers, as the superior says, are able to live by these calls, then we are going to achieve our goals. Now I come to you again looking at the institute in general. A few months ago, you were in Rome with other leaders of the Marist Institute to attend the 10th General Conference, wherein you were granted audience by the Holy Father. Would you, in summary, tell the brothers, let us know what this conference is all about and what role, the impact it plays for us, especially as Marist brothers here in Africa?
A general conference in our parlance, in the Marist language, is an assembly of the provincials and the superior general. And the purpose of that conference is usually normally it comes between two chapters. And the objective is to kind of evaluate the proceedings of the chapter, the previous chapter, and to see, are there some things that need to be changed? Are there things that need to be added? So generally it's a consultative body that the Superior General calls to try to look at how the Institute is moving at a particular point in time. For example, the theme for that conference for this year was looking beyond. And we tried to look at what we needed to do to achieve the objective. For example, when we had audience with the Pope, he encouraged us, since we deal with young people, not to look beyond alone, but to look beyond with the children, to carry along the children to look beyond, not just of the Institute, but the entire church.
You talked about looking beyond. Expound more on looking beyond for the brothers to understand.
This theme of looking beyond was directed towards the leaders of the Institute. In the activities, in the planning, that we needed to look to the deeper future and not the immediate future. In all our planning, in all the activities that we are doing, if we take our province as an example, the priorities of communion, of finances, of vocations, of mission were not just planning for this year, but going beyond, even in 5 years. And that's why the Pope is saying, let us carry the children along as well for these activities that we plan, so that in their future lives, they will know how to look beyond themselves.
Okay. Thank you very much, brother, for having created the time to answer the questions from us, the Communications Commission. We know that whenever we knock at your door, you are always available to attend to us. As we look forward to beginning the year 2022-2023, what are your words of encouragement to the brothers, your last words that you will give the brothers as well as the lay?
Thank you, brother, for this input. As we move forward to another canonical year, my expectation, as we have started well, is to keep moving steadily. I'm encouraging the brothers and the lay people of what is so passionate about, the Pope is so passionate about: communion. Communion in communities, communion among ourselves in the school, and communion in our everyday living. I encourage the brothers to build it. And I think if we read the circular letter of the Superior General very well, it is in the same line that he's encouraging us to build homes of light, to be witnesses for young people, to be attractive for young people. And that's what I encourage that we do in community, we do it in our schools, we do it in our daily lives.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you, fellow viewers. So as the Superior has mentioned, communion stands out very clearly in all that we are supposed to do. When we live out communion, we are going to achieve the priority of vocation. We are going to achieve the priority of financial sustainability. If we live out communion, we are going to achieve the priority of mission. Thank you very much.